If you need assistance with your credit, text CREDIT to 702-778-2000. The Credit Show podcast with Harry Jacobs starts now.
We got an issue with a city councilman here in Henderson. Got himself tied up with some payday loans and some nonsense in Illinois. I want to kind of start this topic out with a disclaimer about what's referred to as usury, the usury limit. That is the limit of interest rate that a company can lend out money. Right? This applies to all loans, but we use it in discussions revolving around payday loans. Now, banks, obviously, because they're federally regulated, they have separate rules regarding interest rates. The legal interest rate is 12%, but we also have no usury limit. That's why there are payday lenders everywhere. That's why there are title loan places, every corner. So those outrageous payday loans that we hear about with huge interest rates, they're legal. Now, this city councilman in Henderson is defending himself against what is now a third class action lawsuit. He was running these loans at 700% interest rate. They were coming out of Illinois. The suits are in Illinois. This is Dan Shaw, by the way, the Henderson city councilman. And his company is called Green Arrow Solutions. But they intentionally skirted state interest rates because they claimed that they were associated with a Native American tribe in California. The practice is referred to, I'm sorry to laugh, I just think it's so ridiculous. It's referred to as rent a tribe. Rent a tribe. When you want to, get yourself hooked up with someone that's sovereign and can't be sued or controlled by the U.S. government, you do that. So because Shaw participated in this rent a tribe alleged scammer, Green Arrow Solutions, the alleged scammer's company, the lead plaintiffs in these class actions, listen to the math on this. They borrowed $350, one of them. The other one borrowed $500. $300 and $500. The interest rate over 800%. Both of them. I did a story, I started doing this show in like 2011, maybe in 2012 or 2013. I did a story that the Pew Group did some research on payday loans. And I remember the story, they were doing some research on folks that got payday loans. And one of the things that they came up with was they said, if you get one, the likelihood is that you're going to end up getting 8. How crazy is that? And it was at that point I started looking at credit reports differently. I started looking at payday loans. When someone had a payday loan, I would then continue to look through the report and say, whether it's good or bad, is this person dealing with another payday loan and another payday loan? Is that Pew Research data, is it accurate? I realize it doesn't apply to everyone, and that's not how research is conducted. But I started to notice a pattern. If someone got one of them, they got a bunch. One of the questions they had asked people, they asked them about their ability to pay back. Did you go into this loan thinking you'd be able to pay this back? And the majority of people went into those loans thinking, I don't know if when it comes down to Friday or next Friday or whenever it is, whenever the loan's up, that I'll be able to pay it back 100%. By the way, the scary thing about these loans in particular that Dan Shaw was allegedly involved with, the person that borrowed $350 ended up having to pay $1,200 back. How crazy is that? $1,200 for your $350. 845% interest. By the way, again, I told you that in Nevada we don't have any usury. But in Illinois, the maximum allowed is 9%. Their law there considers it a felony for an unlicensed lender to charge over 20%. Those payday loans, if you don't use them in a responsible way, can be loans that, whether they're legal or not, can be loans that are horribly damaging to you financially. Just be careful how you use them.
You've been listening to the Credit Show podcast with Harry Jacobs. If you need assistance with your credit, text CREDIT to 702-778-2000.